Let's bring in University of New Hampshire Assistant Law Professor Daniel Pye. Thanks very much for joining us, Daniel. Now, we know that Donald Trump broke the law. He's responsible for hundreds of millions of dollars, yet he's got many supporters and they seem to be getting more entrenched into his supporter base, even selling out of a line of gold sneakers within 2 hours. What's your response to this?
I mean, it's a double-edged sword. It's counterintuitive that after he's found liable for committing civil fraud and also for various criminal wrongs, it seems to reinforce the support he gets from his base. I think what's happening is that a lot of Republicans who may have been lukewarm on Trump are circling the wagons, so to speak. They see that their candidate is under threat, and so they reflexively are being defensive about that. And so it's paradoxically seems to be helping Trump electorally that he's in all this legal trouble.
And when, something like this happens, he's faced with this $335 million fine. It's a lot of money. How is that paid? How does it work legally? Does he just give one lump sum? Are there installments? How does it go about?
Well, he has to, I mean, he's going to have to pay the lump sum, but he can try to work that out by getting a loan from somebody. Most likely that's what he's going to try to do, because it's unlikely that he has that much liquid, his assets are that liquid, and so he'll probably try to find some financial entity that would give him a loan based on the property that he owns or various business holdings.
And focusing on the hush money case in New York, we now know that the trial is set for March 25th. How grave is the allegation and how plausible is a guilty verdict?
For the Stormy Daniels case.
Yeah, that's right, for the New York case.
Yeah. Compared to his other legal liabilities, that is not as great. I mean, it's still an issue. It's campaign fraud and various financial frauds that are related to that. But compared to a potential insurrection or being taken off the ballot under the 14th Amendment or retaining classified documents, this is, I mean, it's a serious case, but in the scope of Trump's cases, this is a relatively minor case, and it's not likely to make a huge impact on the election. Most of the facts about that case are already known to the public, so the damage is kind of worked into the polling already.
What would you say is the most serious and damaging case that Trump has either been found for or faces this year?
So I'll break that into two separate questions. I think the case where he's most likely to be found guilty is the Florida documents case. The evidence there is overwhelming, and it's legally it's not very complicated. So it's exceedingly likely that he'll be found guilty in that situation. In terms of historically and for the country, what is the most serious? It is the January 6th insurrection case. I mean, if the allegations are found to be true, then he tried to overthrow the U.S. government in order to retain power illegally. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And if the court finds that that's the case, then it is the most serious offense against American democracy since the Civil War, or maybe ever.
All right, we'll have to leave it there. Really appreciate your time, Professor Daniel Pye.